partners and sponsors, and most importantly, our beloved communities. Welcome to the Tobago Heritage Festival 2024. As we embark on the 37th year of this festival, our theme is We Come Back. Back to our communities, back to our villages, back to our true indigenous heritage presentations and productions. We are bringing back iconic events such as Yesterday's Children, Bell Manor Riots, and Courtship Codes. We want to highlight the importance of coming back to our roots, celebrating the people and the communities that make Tobago so special. Get ready for an unforgettable experience as we say, we come back to our true essence. We want to encourage each and every one of you to continue to support our cultural development and preservation in any way that you can. Your support is truly invaluable. Together, we can continue to make a positive impact that will be felt for generations to come. Thank you, and see you in July.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with immense pride and excitement that I address you to officially launch the 2024 Tobago Heritage Festival. The Tobago Heritage Festival is not just an event, it is a journey back to our roots. This year's theme, We Come Back. Back to our communities, back to our villages, back to our true indigenous heritage presentations and productions. It captures the true essence of revitalizing the culture and traditions that have shaped our identity for generations. This year marks the 37th successful hosting of the festival, and we are proud to officially dub the month of July as Tobago Heritage Month, a time when our island comes alive with rhythms, flavors, and stories of our ancestors. The festival continues to offer an unparalleled opportunity for economic growth on the island. Every stakeholder, from local artisan and vendor to hospitality businesses and transportation services, stand to benefit. Our vibrant cultural displays will attract visitors, boost tourism, and provide a significant economic uplift to the island. The heart of this festival beats in our communities. We are empowering each village to manage its own productions to ensure authenticity and sustainability. The Tobago Festival Commissions Limited and the Tobago House of Assembly are here to support you, fostering an environment where our heritage can flourish sustainably. As we embark on this journey, let us celebrate the essence of Tobago. Let us honor our heritage and support our communities as we showcase the vibrant culture that makes our island unique. Thank you.
last year, October 2023, the island tilted. The peaceful bliss of sea, sun, and sand was transcended as we took to the streets to revel in paradise.
Yeah! We love Tobago Carnival! Tobago! It's such a nice place!
Tobago Carnival, we're right here. We're not leave it and we go right down.
It's the greatest, it's the best, it's safe, and it's beautiful.
I love Tobago, baby. Coming back next year. Hey!
Playing pan on the streets is a magical experience. When the band strike up, is rhythm, steel and powder. This is Tobago Carnival, pan in paradise.
Tobago is the best.
Tobago Carnival is the new home for the legend of Calypso. Where else can you get sweet Calypso music that gives you that nostalgic feeling?
Soca Titans is we title, is we monarch. We build artists from scratch who can perform with the best. Real titans of soca.
When last you've been to a party, plenty women looking so nice. We must be in paradise.
This year, Ritual takes on new space and dimension. Traditions will be reimagined, breaking free, and taking on new meaning on the road.
I love the energy!
This year, the revelry is bigger and better. More colors, more meaning, great packages for the masqueraders. Tobago Carnival is freedom.
This year promoting safety in all events for Tobago Carnival. This year promoting whining, not minding people business. This year promoting clean fun, security and freedom.
Freedom to be any version of yourself that you choose to be with love and safety. Here, you have permission to be you, uninhibited and free.
So what you waiting on? This year, this October 2024, experience the ritual, revel in paradise, release yourself. From the greatest little island on the planet, this is the Tobago Carnival 2024.
Watson Duke sues Public Service Association over pension dispute. Private sector has mixed views about 2025 THA budget. Early band launches bring excitement to Tobago Carnival, and Tobago philanthropist donates football equipment to Young Adult Club. Good evening, I am Bianna Brebner. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Wednesday, 26 June 2024. To our top story, former Public Services Association President Watson Duke is suing the union over his pension. Duke, leader of the Progressive Democratic Patriots, filed lawsuit earlier June seeking declaration that his rights and contract of employment were breached by the PSA's refusal to pay his pension. Duke claims that this has led to financial hardship, including unpaid debts and the risk of bankruptcy, which would disqualify him from participating in upcoming elections. He is seeking $729,833.33 in special damages and $25,166.67 in monthly pension benefits. The PSA has acknowledged the claim and is awaiting a legal brief. Give Tobago more money was the cry from Curtis Williams, chairman of the Tobago division of Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce, while sharing his thoughts on the budget. Williams was optimistic after hearing the THA's intention for fiscal 2025 and said the business community is looking forward to increased activity. More in this report from Candice Jackson.
Chief Secretary Fali Augustine is requesting a budget of $3.956 billion for fiscal 2025. Curtis Williams, chairman of the Tobago division of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce, hopes the THA can secure that amount from central government and perhaps more.
I really want him to get a little more. If he can get some more, that would be really, really good. So I plead to the Minister of Finance, have a heart for 2025, give Tobago something, let we all smile going forward.
Addressing the budget itself, Williams said most of his members are pleased with the initiatives and policies announced. He is particularly satisfied with the announcement of basing Tobago's development for the next 20 years on a strategic selective development plan.
What that entails is that meant that whoever sits in the chair at the THA will have something to work with instead of every 5 years somebody comes there and develop their own strategy going forward.
One of their requests prior to the budget was increased digitization of accountability in the way the THA handles tenders. Augustine addressed those concerns and emphasized the development of the e-tender platform, which Williams endorsed.
And with the e-tender, that was one of the things in bidding for contracts. We were all concerned about the bidding process, how it was done manual, and now we see with that e-tender platform, that signals us that somebody's listening in the THA, and we welcome that.
Williams claimed that it is the first time a suggestion from the chamber had been used to form policy in the THA. Another positive for the business community was the announcement of financing facilities for SMEs.
And also the partnership with Edicott in Cove to get use of the facility and using the land as collateral. That signals a good start for us who want to expand our business down into Cove, and we needed the land to be there for security. And I think that's really, really, really good.
Williams is hopeful that 2025 will be a better year for the private sector and the economy of Tobago.
Tobago is going to be a stir, it's going to be a buzz in Tobago, and if you don't have your dots in order, you can imagine what would happen to you as a Tobagonian.
Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
After assessing Monday's reading of the THA budget presentation, Tobago Business Chamber Chairman Martin George had a mix of positive and negative reviews. Among the positives, he noted reduction in recurrent expenditure. However, he expressed concerns about the request of $3.956 billion given the realities of relationship with the central government. More in this story.
There were several positive highlights from the THA budget for fiscal 2025 according to Martin George, chairman of the Tobago Business Chamber. One of them is a reduction of recurrent expenditure, which recently accounted for 88% of the THA budget.
So that figure is projected to come down to 71%, so that's a plus for this year's projected figures for the budget.
George also welcomed the plans for an increase in infrastructural projects on the island.
Because provided that these projects are managed and executed in an efficient and effective manner, and there's high quality of product delivery, then this augurs well for the future development of Tobago.
However, he is concerned about a request for 5.8% of the national budget, estimated to equal $3.956 billion. It is not because George believes the THA deserves less, but based on Chief Secretary Fali Augustine's argument of basing the allocation on a per capita basis. He explained that Tobago accounts for 5.07% of the population, so it is only fair that the request be based on a similar allocation.
It might be better to stick to the more arguable case of the straight line per capita request, which would bring it to the 3.3 billion.
George also pointed out that the THA budget lacked any real plan to increase its revenue. Augustine presented revenue estimates of $214 million, primarily from the collection of taxes, while budgeting $3.956 billion for fiscal 2025. George was critical of this disparity.
And in an economic scenario and a macroeconomic scenario, it is wholly unsustainable for you to be spending about almost 20 times more than you are earning. That will plunge you into total chaos if you didn't have the facility of the yearly, handout or the yearly allocation from central government.
Despite these concerns, George continues to stress the need for the central government to repeal the Foreign Investment Act, which discourages foreign direct investment. He says Tobago's economy will continue to suffer as long as that legislation remains in place. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Amended property tax assessment notices are currently being sent out by the Trinidad and Tobago's Ministry of Finance Inland Revenue Division, according to notices issued on June 25th. The ministry's website advises disregarding any previous property tax notices dated before March 6, as they are now null and void. Amendments to Property Tax Act have reduced the tax rate from 3% to 2%. Payments, deferrals, and objections will only be accepted based on these revised notices, with payments due by September 30th. Earlier this year, a suspension of property tax notices was posted on some collection offices, which Finance Minister Colin Imbert apologized for. The amendments also extended the period for lodging objections to the property tax valuations to 6 months, up from 30 days. Debate on the THA budget 2025 begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. Stay tuned to Tobago Updates for live coverage of the debate. We'll take a short break. Stay with us.
Sun Up Tobago is here. Join us on Saturday, July 6th from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Delta Compound Argyle for an unforgettable summer experience. Enjoy an all-inclusive experience with mouth-watering food, coolers are allowed, and best island vibe. This is a tickets-only event. Get your tickets now at Barco, Lust, and Pablo's Argyle. Don't miss out on the event of the summer. Sun Up Tobago, sponsored by Tobago Updates, B-Mobile, State Solutions, and Thorns Place.
Look at people in here tonight.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes for breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti, served with chokers, bull joil, and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie, and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads, and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules, or if you are having a cooking day off.
Get your quality furniture and appliances at Standards. Frigidaire gas range $599. Serta base and mattress $1,899. RC 50-inch smart 4K TV as low as $2,599. Yes, at Standard. Nobody beats us on price. Believe it.
Dance Ensemble Tobago presents our signature event, a festival of dancing. Tobago Dance Sport Championship and Dancing with the Caribbean Stars. Dance in with DNA, our 11th edition. Saturday, July 6th at 5 p.m. Shore Park Cultural Complex. Featured in this year's lineup, Assemblyman Trevor James, Mrs. Petal Daniel Benoit, Mrs. Diane Baker Henry, Miss Davia Chambers, Miss Leslie Ann Ellis, and Miss Sinel Dempster. Limited early bird tickets. Adults $150. After party only $100. Children pay $75 at the door. You don't want to miss this one. Get your tickets early from Dance Ensemble class members, D&D Jewelers at Tobago United Cooperative, Milford 24 Gas Station, Canaan, and the Shaw Park Cultural Complex box office. For more information, contact Nikisha White at 772-9049 or Nelisa Dick 340-5758.
Notice is hereby given that the 63rd Annual General Meeting, AGM, of the Bethel Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited will take place using a hybrid format on Thursday, June 27th from 5 p.m. The physical location will be upstairs the Mount Marie branch office. The purpose of the meeting is to receive minutes of the 62nd Annual General Meeting, to receive reports as follows: statutory and board-appointed committees, report of the auditor and audited financial statements, to receive budgetary proposals for 2024, to elect officers, to approve general resolutions, and lastly to transact any other business that may properly come before the meeting. A digital copy of the AGM brochure is available on the website. Please visit our website at www.bethelcredituniontt.com or any one of our branches for further information.
Welcome back. Understanding Addiction is the theme for this year's Substance Abuse Symposium 2024. The initiative, hosted by the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, was held at the Shaw Park Cultural Complex earlier today, featuring very informative presentations and activities. Janae Campbell has more.
Assistant Secretary of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Megan Morrison, delivered the feature address at the symposium. She began by commending the work of ADAP in their fight against substance abuse and misuse.
As we gather here, we acknowledge the relentless efforts of the Alcohol, Drug and Prevention Program. Despite operating with a small but dedicated team, ADAP has undertaken the immense task of combating substance abuse through prevention measures and interventions.
Morrison further admonished those in attendance to join in on combating the epidemic as ADAP has limited resources.
Yet the scope and severity of issues demand more resources and support. Today's symposium is not just a platform to discuss the perils of alcohol and drug misuse, it is also a call to action. We recognize the need for a concerted effort that involves support from both internal and external stakeholders.
Also in attendance was Dr. Alina Williams, clinical psychiatrist by profession. She delivered an enriching presentation which provided clarity on some misinformation.
We really have a lot of misconception about drugs, right? And addiction, because addiction is not just about chemical dependence. So the substance that has the highest link to mortality is tobacco, nicotine. And guess what? That substance is legal.
Dr. Williams noted that sometimes there is too much emphasis on substances like cocaine and methamphetamine, and not enough on the effects of more popularly used legal substances like alcohol.
But tobacco and nicotine actually claims more lives per year than any other substance. It's close to 500,000 per year. Alcohol is the most abused substance in the United States of America and the one most closely associated with incidences of domestic violence.
The Tobago Division of Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce launched an interactive website geared at connecting and assisting with the development of businesses. The Tobago Division is the first in the country to launch such a website. Reporter Candice Jackson has more details in this story.
With raised glasses, the Tobago division of the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce celebrated the launch of a website aimed at connecting businesses on the island and providing a slew of services. Speaking at the launch, Chairman Curtis Williams explained that it came about after the membership called for more from the advocacy group.
And the idea born when one of our members, Jason Arthur, came to me and said, what about we doing a website so that we can meet the members that cannot come to the meetings, etc. And I said, that's a good idea.
Member of the chamber, Jason Arthur, then began working on the website. Explaining some of the features, he stated that it is meant to benefit all business owners, whether they are a member of the chamber, an ally, or chose to not be a part of the organization.
Ultimately, that's the point of the website. When you come to the website, you need to be able to understand what is it that the chamber is doing for you. Right? The website is a tool. The website is not an end in and of itself. Yeah?
The interactive website also has a heavy focus on education. Arthur explained that it is an extension of the Tobago Business Advisory Services, which was launched in 2023.
The Tobago Business Advisory Services unit of the chamber does two things. It does education on one side in marketing, sales, delivery, operations, and finance. And on the other side, we provide government compliance services like help with annual returns, tax filings, if you want to register with the OPR and that kind of stuff.
It will allow access to webinars, mentoring, job postings, business profiles, and more. Williams noted that the whole point of investing in such a website is to enable the private sector in Tobago to be poised for success. They believed in it so much that they beat their Trinidad counterparts to the launch.
We're going ahead as compared to a site that is just sitting there like a page and nothing happening. We've seen something is happening in Tobago.
The website will be fully operational by the end of June. Candice Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Trinidad and Tobago and Sri Lanka have been appointed co-champions of the Mangrove Ecosystem and Livelihood Action Group under the Commonwealth Blue Charter. Dr. Ava Maxam, Director of Institute of Marine Affairs and head of Trinidad and Tobago's delegation, highlighted the country's readiness to take on several responsibilities, including establishing communication channels, developing comprehensive concept notes, driving engagements within Action Group, and facilitating capacity building initiatives. She emphasized Trinidad and Tobago's commitment to leveraging its experience to conserve and sustainably use mangrove ecosystems crucial for global biodiversity and livelihoods. The Killigrew mangroves will also be included in the Blue Carbon project. You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. We'll take a break and return with more.
we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there, down in Tobago.
At Standard, nobody beats us on price. Believe it. Get a Frigidaire 30-inch stove for just $59.99. A plush divan for $18.99. Upgrade your viewing experience with a 50-inch TV for $25.99. We've got furniture starting at an unbelievable $12.49. Believe it.
Thanks for staying with us. Excitement is building as two mass bands launch their costumes for Tobago Carnival 2024, with more to follow soon. The president of the Tobago October Carnival Association is pleased that the mass bands are choosing not to wait on the THA to begin promoting what is expected to be an epic third hosting of the festive weekend. With more details, here's Candice Jackson.
Jade Monkey and Iconic Mass are two bands that have already launched their costumes for Tobago Carnival 2024, scheduled for October 25th to the 27th. Arcadia is preparing to launch on Saturday, with Zane Carnival's website already live featuring costumes and packages for 2024. This is what Dexter Sandy, president of the Tobago October Carnival Association, had hoped would happen for the third edition of Tobago Carnival.
Well, I must say, in terms of mass preparations, the bands are really enthusiastic. We have had a number of bands already launched. Their depictions for this year, their themes for this year. I know a lot more are gearing up over the next 30 days to launch.
The organization was formed in 2023 to unite bands and address ongoing concerns. Since its inception, the THA has faced criticism for late announcements, impacting bands' ability to market themselves. However, this year, bands are not waiting on the THA, much to Sandy's excitement.
Because we've seen a lot more effort being put into marketing, especially from the bands, from the promoters. Even I know Pantry and Bago, the Tobago division, they are preparing for their launch coming August. So a lot of activity and buzz is in the air right now.
The early launches of bands are also benefiting downstream businesses. Sandy anticipates an increase in visitors to Tobago for the October Carnival.
That has redounded into a lot of calls coming in from persons abroad, even from Trinidad. Yesterday I had a conversation with a real estate agent, and she's actually getting bookings, right, for that period. So I'm really glad that this is the kind of buzz and activity happening right now.
Alongside the early band launches, the Tobago Promoters Association has also released its calendar of fetes and events featuring its members leading up to the October Carnival weekend. Candace Jackson, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Charity like the sun brightens every object on which it shines. Tobagonian Andy Moore embodies this spirit, choosing to shine his light on members of the Bethel United Football Club, bringing a surge of joy and renewed excitement to their lives. Reporter Luke James Trim dives deeper into this heartwarming story.
Early Christmas cheer arrived for members of the Bethel United football team, thanks to the generosity of a local Tobagonian, Andy Moore. Equipment donations were presented to the team today, aiming to elevate their football experience to a whole new level. Inspired by the team's dedication during a practice session, Moore pledged his support and delivered on that promise, ensuring these young athletes have the tools they need to shine on the field.
So this way you guys will have stuff you can practice with, stuff you can look good when you're playing. So this way, when you look good, you play good. And you guys, I would like you all to know, you guys are valued. I was very impressed looking at you all practicing, and I absolutely wanted to make sure to do something to help.
Moore praised the football team for their unwavering passion, which inspired his decision to support them. The team was gifted with essential equipment, including uniforms, footballs, shin pads, practice shirts, socks, and nets. The excitement among team members consisting of Scarborough Methodist Primary School and children from Calder Hall, Mount Grace, and Bethel was palpable as Moore unveiled the content of the generous donation.
Pass it down.
Coach Alex was not left out of the mix, as he was acknowledged with a tracksuit. Moore, in distributing this gift, offered these empowering words.
Sometimes hard work pays off. Coach does this for free. He does this at the bottom of his heart, and I wanted to do something nice for him, even though all he asked for was to do something nice for you guys. So we call that charity. When you do something nice for people, nice things happen to you.
Luke James Strim, Tobago Updates Television News.
The Caribbean Tertiary Level Personnel Association is currently hosting its 2024 annual regional conference from June 25th to 28th at the Starfish Resort in Corland Bay. Under the theme, The Future of Higher Education, Trends and Innovation, the conference is dedicated to advancing the professional development of student services professionals. CTLPA serves as a pivotal organization in promoting learning, development, and the professional growth of personnel involved in student services across the Caribbean region. We'll take a short break and come back.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tapago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tapago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tapago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tapago's at your service.
This is how it's gonna go. They better look up and low, 'cause this is your show, and everybody's gonna know. Say it to them once again. They better look up and low. This is your show, and everybody's gonna know. That's how it's gonna go. They better look up below, 'cause this is your show. More, live more.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Countdown is on to the Tobago Public Service Day Expo 2024. Join us on July 5th at the Shore Park Complex to discover the dynamic world of public service where innovation meets dedication. Explore exciting careers, experience innovative services, enjoy interactive displays, and a whole lot more. Come join us on July 5th at the Shore Park Complex from 9:30 a.m. Visit the office of the Chief Secretary's Facebook page for details. Tobago Public Service Day Expo 2024. Public service now and beyond.
Thanks for staying with us. President of the Police Social and Welfare Association, ASP Gideon Dixon, has expressed concerns over the passage of the Miscellaneous Provision Bill, indicating that the association may seek legal advice to challenge it. The bill, passed by the bipartisan support last Friday, established a regulatory framework for polygraph testing, drug testing, and biometric data collection across various public sectors. Dixon highlighted that the Police Association was not consulted on the legislation, which he criticized for potentially targeting police officers disproportionately. He argued against the reliability of polygraph testing, labeling it as pseudoscience and questioned why other sectors of society, including politicians and judicial officials, are not subject to similar scrutiny. The legislation aimed at combating corruption within public offices, including the police force, has sparked controversy previously. Dixon hinted at the potential legal action, citing concerns over implications for officers' constitutional rights. Let's now check in with the weather update from the TNT Met office. Tonight anticipates generally fair and hazy condition with occasional brisk showers. Temperatures will drop to 26 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow expect mainly sunny and hazy weather with occasional breeziness despite a low 30% chance of brief isolated showers. A mild to moderate concentration of Sahara dust persists, so sensitive individuals should take necessary precautions. Temperatures will reach up to 32 degrees Celsius with a heat index of 35 degrees. Seas will be slight to moderate with waves up to 1.8 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise at 5:42 and sunset at 6:29 p.m. And that's how we end this evening's newscast. Here's a recap of the headlines before we go. Watson Duke sues Public Service Association over pension dispute. Private sector has mixed views about 2025 THA budget. Early band launches bring excitement to Tobago Carnival, and Tobago philanthropist donates football equipment to Young Adult Club. I am Bianna Brebner. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.